Déjà vu érzéssel.
Even if the miner misses the tower, the poison always gets damage in there. Great hits from Bloody Dave. It seems like there is nothing that this giant beatdown deck can do to cross the bridge. Sorry for having the stream muted there once again. I'm always trying to keep the main stream at blast volume if possible. But I've neglected to turn it back on. I wish I had an audio technical guy to help me out here. But at any rate, marching once again over to the right side, we've got a giant beatdown deck attempting to make a connection onto the tower, pulled back by a tornado. The Ice Wizard Tornado combo is just so crucial for Bloody Dave at keeping these pushes at bay. As big as this beatdown deck is, it just has not managed to cross over the river and get damage on the tower the way that PatrikingX really wants it to. And even if this miner gets caught, which it's been caught a few times, even if the miner gets caught, there's no way to stop the damage from the poison and the log rolling through. Bloody Dave with a clear and convincing victory here, 1-0 over PatrikingX in the first game, this best of 5 between the two players in the finals now of the lower bracket. Euros to their name. And be eliminated from the tournament. Ice Golem and the Dark Prince moving over to the right side. PatrikingX playing what appears to be a balloon cycle deck here. Plenty of defensive options in the deck to keep small attacks at bay. And then hoping to get a massive strike in with a balloon somewhere out here. Looks like that left side down to 1809 has taken quite a bit of damage early on. Knee746 in chat says, why aren't there more big name pros at the event? This event is only for players in Central Europe, right? We've got 4 countries competing here. Representatives from Czechia, Slovakia, Hungary, and Poland are at this event. So clearly with the 20 wins stacking up amongst these players, they are very experienced in ladder and challenge play. But some of the bigger names from CCGS weren't eligible to compete. 914 damage at that right side tower. PatrikingX taking a big hit and failing to get the balloon to strike out that left lane. Confetti raining all over Bloody Dave's side of the map. As clearly he's got a lot of his Polish friends cheering him on in the arena here today. Left side's going to be a Dark Prince balloon strike. Moving in, balloon getting awfully close. Tornado could still pull it back, though. There it goes. It still has a lot of hit points left. Miner out the right side is trying to chip PatrikingX tower down, but the balloon's definitely going to get hit in there. At least one, maybe even a second. Could put this thing into overtime. In fact, it will. We've got a 1-1 draw now between Bloody Dave and PatrikingX. Relative dead heat now as the left side for Patrick down to 22 and Bloody Dave at 21 are almost tied up. Now there's more elixir on Bloody Dave's side of the field as he's got 2 goblin huts already set up. Poison coming in to chip away at that left side tower and take care of the tombstone at the same time. Miner will once again get a little bit more reliable chip damage onto PatrikingX's left side tower, but be careful because that big balloon hit can get a lot of damage in a very short amount of time. Wallops that setup in the center there. That goblin hut taking a lot of damage. Bloody Dave looking for an opportunity to get another strike in here, but PatrikingX with massive amount of hit points just stormed right in across the river. Ice Golem the block for that balloon, dropping straight onto the goblin hut. It's still reliable, great hits coming in from Bloody Dave, though. You can't stop the poison, and this is the chance for PatrikingX to try to turn this thing around. Balloon takes 2 hits, unfortunately, to take that goblin hut down, and with so many goblins stacked up, the tower, king, and ice wizard all chipping in to take care of that balloon. Made short work of the aerial invasion. Left side Dark Prince just barely survives against the goblins, gets logged back, and that tower, almost at 1,000 hit points now, is in a lot of trouble. Miner making its way toward the left side. The disadvantage for this Miner poison deck is now that it has to deal with the king tower as well. Hold on, look. We got a balloon going in the right side, unsupported, with no tank, but it's making its way toward the tower. Tornado pulls it off and onto the goblin hut in the center, but it does manage to get a drop. Nice zap at the left side from PatrikingX, manages to get those goblins off of his tower, but the Dark Prince also fails to hit. Bloody Dave has got to be one of the best control players in all of Europe. His ability to micromanage individual troops, allocate elixir perfectly against beatdown and other, light kind of control decks is really impressive. He's got a 1-0 in this best of 5 so far, looking to seal the deal, and it appears that he's got a great chance to strike out the left lane right now. Poison chipping down, Miner swinging away on top, Log for the finishing blow. Poison actually got the finishing blow there. Well played to Bloody Dave. The 2-1 in a slugfest against PatrikingX, who managed to get one side tower down, or one left tower down, using the balloon, but couldn't finish it off. Flying Machine pops down an Ice Wizard over on the right side. Gets 1 shot onto tower. Good start there for PatrikingX. His towers are untouched, and he's got a 2 elixir lead right now. Goblin Hut in the center will start to try to chip away, but the poison set up by Bloody Dave will be able to take care of some of these goblins at least. Takes the hut down to half hit points, and the right side tower is at 23-18 now. Zappy's in from PatrikingX, trying to punish the lack of a mid-range spell in his opponent's hand. And a Royal goes to support. This is a pretty scary looking push. Log knocks back all these troops, but doesn't kill any of them. Zappy's going to start getting some work done against the defense Poison stacked on top of that right side attack, and that's a nice strike once again for PatrikingX. Ahead right now in damage, but now behind by just less than a drop of elixir. Bloody Dave reaches 10 first, and it looks like he will set up another Goblin Hut in the center. Passive play that lets him get easy chip damage if he manages to get the connection in here. Flying Machine up top, punishing the lack of poison in his opponent's deck. We've got a Goblin throwing spears over the Flying Machine, manages to take it down with the help of the Ice Wizard there in the center. 3 for 4 counter in Bloody Dave's favor. Royal Ghost chops apart these guards out back. We got a Miner chipping them in on this tower. Poison to stick it to those goblins out back. The hut taking a lot of damage. Tower getting torn apart at the same time. And a beautiful catch using these Zappies to deal with the Miner out back. Now Log will kill 2 of those Zappies, but the front one could survive. Oh, not if the poison comes in there first, though. Right side, Zappy does manage to escape that poison, but will be finished off eventually here. Nice Log rolling into that right side. Clears out the Ice Spirit and gets some damage in against the remainder of these chip damage troops out back. There's just so many ranged little chippy troops stacking up for Bloody Dave to take out these pushes. Needed to see a heavy beatdown in order to break through, but barring that, it's just going to be whichever of these two players can better navigate this Goblin Hut control deck to victory. Both might, in fact, be playing the exact same deck. Haven't seen the 8th and final card for PatrikingX yet, but now that we are in overtime, it's the next tower that will get the win. Nice placement on this poison from Bloody Dave, able to chip the tower, the hut, and take out that Flying Machine. Still, he's going to need a bit more than that to be able to turn this thing around and to start getting the win. Royal Ghost in the center here, chopping apart the guards, but the poison will take them out just in time. PatrikingX reaches 10, sends a Miner into the back, but it's caught by an Ice Wiz. Nice placement there by Bloody Dave. Unfortunately for PatrikingX, doesn't get the placement on his own Miner defense. Right side for him will go just above the 1k mark after that poison ticks away. PatrikingX holds the damage lead, though, about 300 ahead. Miner at the back side, and no defense for PatrikingX. A late Flying Machine doesn't catch the Miner. Instead, he's going on offense. Miner in the backside for Bloody Dave gets a tower down to 436. And PatrikingX is taking him just as quick as he can dish out him. He's taking the damage as quick as he can dish it out. Right side down to 136 now, is within range of one more poison. Just has to hold off against this final Miner. 208 is in poison range as well. Bloody Dave and PatrikingX are in a base race now. Poison out the right side. Log rolls through. Poison in for PatrikingX, but the shot from the Flying Machine is too late. Bloody Dave has taken the 3-0 sweep on an amazing turnaround. How did he do that? Oh my God. Bloody Dave leaving his opponent in a bloody heap. A mess on stage. No, he's taking it like a man. Stands up and goes for the handshake. Very, very well played, but that will be Bloody Dave advancing to the grand finals.